We've no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I'm looking a little rough, a little tired. Just rolled out of bed. Try to get ready really quick. I can't even talk. I have to bring Paisley to the vet today because she's been having so many issues. But I have to do that today and then try to rush back and not be late for work. So we'll see how that goes. But I will just tag you along with my day, bring Paisley to the vet. She has to stay there all day. We can't get her until like late in the afternoon, but just gotta wait. Just makes me sad. She has to go through another surgery. Shut this, you can follow me. Hang on. Just in case my neighbors are looking at me. Okay. Make sure I'm locked up. We have to do that, and then, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty much my boring morning, but I'll tag you along as much as I can. I am definitely wearing a hat, looking a little rough. I wonder if this will stay. Stay right there. Sorry, my messy house. I have a lot of stuff going on. Okay. I'm just gonna put my hat on for now. Yeah, because look at my hair. It looks so bad. I literally just rolled out of bed. That's not how my hat... Oh, it's right here. Okay, stay. That's not my hat either. Much better. Yeah, I look really weird, but when I don't feel like having my hair in my face, I just wear this. And now we just have to wait a little bit for the vet because they open at 8 and it's like 10 minutes down the road. I mean, I guess we could leave now, but we'd be there really, really, really early. Just pray I'm not late for work. If I left now and I got there at 7:40, I'll leave at like 7:45. But yeah, I wonder if I could show you guys. Paisley, sit, sit, sit. Let's see if I could show you. Like her ear has a pocket. I don't know if you could see that at all. It's a huge pocket. Can you see that? It's like thick from like here to here. I don't know if the camera is doing a good job showing it, but it's really thick. And I read online it could have been from numerous things. It could have been it could be from ear mites, it could be from an ear infection, and it's pretty much she wiggled her ears like back and forth, how dogs do sometimes when there's something in their ear or bothering them. They'll wiggle their head and their ears will flop back and forth. And I guess she did that and popped a blood vessel in her ear. Now that pocket is full of like pus and blood, and I'm sorry if that's gross, but the vet said it doesn't hurt her, which if a pocket full of pus was in my ear, that would hurt really bad. And they didn't confirm they didn't even look in her ear when they charged us our $40 vet visit yesterday. So I don't know what happened. We just walked in and they were like, oh, she needs surgery and that's it. And charged us $40 for nothing. And we're like, okay. So today, Mama's gonna come in there and be like, nobody looked inside of her ear. Can someone please let me know? Because if it's ear mites, which I've never had in my life, like any animal, I don't know how that happens. But I read if it's ear mites, then it's contagious. And I have 2 dogs. So I would really like to know. And then also, if it's an ear infection, obviously we have to get that fixed. You can't just let an ear infection go. Okay, I'm gonna try really hard to vlog in the car. Don't know how well this is gonna go. Only because last time I tried this, and I went to go upload it onto iMovie, it cut my whole like head off. All you see is my mouth. Like, it's horrible. And this is the only spot I could put my camera.
You can also go to StanleySteamerJoe.com. Schedule that rug to get picked up and get it dropped off. Use the code Joe to get that delivery and drop off absolutely free. Go to StanleySteamerJoe.com.
Now we just have to wait for the vet's office to open. It's 7:53. I wonder if they're open. Let's see if I can go in. Okay. So I actually had a couple questions on what caused it, and that I really wanted someone to look into her ear and see if it's ear mites, if it was from fleas, if it's an ear infection, because if it's ear mites, that's contagious. Like, my other dog will have it.
Yeah,
So I
the
don't
chances
know.
of ear mites is just about 0.
Okay, good.
So-
Because that I didn't know.
So usually what I do when they're out, I'm going to get, and I usually do it in the room if there's ear infection, but usually, and I know we're not crying out in pain, but
Yeah.
usually those hurt really bad. So if I pull that ear up and stick my Q-tip down in it, they don't like it. So what's going to happen today while we're out is I'm going to get, 1, I'll look down inside there, and then 2, I'll get a sample and we'll figure out if there's even an ear infection there, because sometimes it's rare, but sometimes they shake too hard after whatever out in the yard, or playing with their buddy, and they get bit on the ear and they bust out a blood vessel. I would say that's less than 5% of my cases, probably less than 1%. Most of the time there's an ear infection that's sitting there,
Oh.
and then I treat the ear infection and all.
And we were also told that if we waited like 6 months, most likely it'll just heal on its own. So that's why I was like, but if it's an ear infection, you can't just let that go.
So on the, what I told him was if,
But we read that somewhere too, online. It definitely said you can let it heal on its own, but it's obviously better to get it fixed.
what will there's a couple things happening. Yes, that's what I told him yesterday, is that it will shrink down. It will be something we'll call it a cauliflower ear.
Oh.
So the ear won't keep its normal structure or its shape. And I know it's a little bit harder with the hair to actually see the ear, but instead of being flat, the ear is going to either kink or shrivel, and I never know how much it's going to do. Now, which is okay. Most of them seem a lot more painful. So like I see her touching now. A lot of dogs would get nippy around touching the ear and all.
Oh.
So that,
It
we're
doesn't-
handling it better, and that's the option to let
I love you.
She'll knock you over.
No, I love her so much.
that's the option of letting it scar down. But on the flip side, like I see patients that come in here that have had it shrivel down. And sometimes that leads to a second problem. So here's the ear canal. Here's the normal ear that kind of hangs over. Now that ear scars.
That's what happened to my dog.
And,
Really?
And
Oh.
then what happens, it kind of blocks that ear canal and airflow. So then I battle ear infection worse
Yeah,
through
'cause
there. So it is something that, some people have, like I didn't know the dog.
Yeah, my lab, he used to love to be in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd get water in his ear all the time and he would shake and he just shook so hard he busted his blood vessel.
Aw.
But we would drain it with just a needle. And
That's
it would
what
just,
Brad
it-
said. He's
Well,
like,
it
we
would
should
fill
just-
back up again.
Oh.
It just kept filling back up again, filling back up again. And then, yeah, so eventually it's scar tissue and it made his ear really hard, but it was all closed up. So then he was getting ear infections all the time.
Oh,
And-
great.
So that's the dilemma. There's only one other technique, and I can't guarantee it'll work, is if I drain it and then I shoot a bunch of steroids inside the ear, like an injection, and then we wrap the ear down for about a week afterwards, and see if that has stopped. Some cases it stops. It's not 100%.
What do you think that we should do?
The only,
I just know if you close it right away after you already drained it, it'll come back again.
yeah, like I told him in here, like I said, I guarantee you, I don't know, was he in here at 10 o'clock yesterday or something like that? If I drain it right now by 6 to 8 o'clock tonight,
It'll come back.
it'll already be filled up, so that's the dilemma, Sarah. Now, the other dilemma we're up against is, I think it happened on Friday. Is that what day it
Yeah,
happened?
yep.
So the longer it goes, the more scar tissue that's in there. So you always like to catch it right away. We're kind of like, 4 days into it. So
It was like Friday night. I gave him a bath out in the yard, and then I came in and I had these like wet wipes that I use that I got from like PetSmart, and I use it for like their areas that I missed, like their inside of their ears, everything like that. And I went to go grab her ear, and that's when I felt that huge lump, and I was like, oh great. And it was too late. Like we would have had to go to an emergency vet. It was like late at night, so I'm like, there's no way I can.
Yeah.
We have to wait.
yeah, I mean the other, like I said, the other way, I could try the other way. The only thing is, if it doesn't work, then we're back on surgery. The last one I did, really the only one I've ever done, a few months ago, I did do the steroid and it did work, but I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to work every time.
I remember that one. He was really surprised it worked.
Really?
Yeah. It was like,
The owners,
That was good.
the owners wanted that way, and we went that way, and it worked, but it shocked me. I just don't have enough. I know what some other doctors say in forums. Several different ways. There's that way where you leave a strip down the middle. I usually put, the other way is to put 2 holes at each end of the ear, and then I put a drainage tube in there, and then I put a bunch of sutures that way. So it's one way or the other. To me, I've always done it this way. I take the tube out at the 7-day mark. There's still, when I take the tube out, there'll still be 2 holes there, but they close very quickly. And then at the 14-day mark, I take the rest of the sutures out.
Okay.
So
do we have to keep that tube like at home in her ear?
yeah,
Now,
the
how-
first 7 days, I probably would have the collar on, or something where we can't get up to.
Okay, like the.
Most of the time they don't bother it, but there's been a couple that will go out. Or she'll try to rub that face in the ground and try to.
Oh
pop.
yeah. Well, I'll have to walk her instead of just letting him outside to run.
Because you just have to. If she's going after that, she can get after it. Then we're going to have to do the cone.
Okay.
On
Well, I have both just in case.
What I might do is just have them put the head wrap on today, maybe for like 3 days, so we
Okay.
keep the ear flat on the head.
I've seen that too.
So maybe take it off on Friday and stuff.
Okay.
I'm not here the rest of the week. I'll be back on Monday. I'll leave a way if you need to get in contact with me, you can.
Okay.
At that point.
I
So,
feel so bad. This poor dog had to go through another surgery. She was like just here, I felt like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
This poor thing.
Yeah. Her urine's been okay. and
Yeah,
everything.
yep. Everything's been good.
I think
And I think it's a lot to do with that food.
She's
A lot happier. She's so much
good.
energy. Oh my gosh.
right.
She's back to her old self.
Cool deal.
Yeah, thank you so much
All right.
for
we'll
doing
take
all of
good
her
care
surgeries.
We'll take good care of you. We will. I can't believe she remembered me.
I know, she does. I feel like she senses dog lovers. Like she knows when people are dog lovers or animal lovers.
Are you in TV or something? Are you?
I used to do Home Shopping Network a long time ago. I like modeled on TV. I think it was like 4 or 5 years, and then I just quit. Now I work from home and I sit on my butt all day.
You're dressed
But-
up like you're going to.
No, oh my god, this morning I looked like death. I was
I'm
so
like-
tired, so I was like,
like-
I need to like look a little bit more presentable.
I know it wasn't told TV because when I was in Orlando, I had one of my clients come over, and I'd seen her before, but one day she came in, and I didn't realize on TV how much makeup.
Oh yeah.
She came
Well,
in right after work, like and
Yeah.
she was like on ABC News.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I'm like,
Well, if
my
you're-
God, there was like makeup out there
Yeah.
on her eyelid, eyelashes. Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And on TV, I went back that night and I was watching her on TV. And I'm like, she looks so normal on
Oh.
TV. And
Yeah.
Then, and then when I saw her at
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa.
like I didn't know that they put. I guess they have to exaggerate things on the camera.
Yeah,
So,
it looks totally different on camera.
No, I just thought, well, you look. I know, like, is she in radio or is she? Well, I know, sometimes radio people do that, or TV or something. So, but yeah, that one, I can't remember what her name was, but I think it was she was on ABC News or something.
Oh, that's cool.
And right after she got, or one of her breaks, she came home, her dog was sick, and she came rushing right in with her TV clothes and everything. I didn't even recognize her.
That's awesome.
Have fun today.
Aw,
She'll do fine. I mean,
thank
You
you.
know we'll take good care.
I would be doing the same thing online. There's always a chance there could be a little kink there, but I just know longevity. Like I'm glad she kind of
Yeah.
I went through it was like years.
because I just saw a dog yesterday, same thing, and his ear is kinked down, and then it forces that canal in.
Do you think
and
after you do that surgery though and drain it, will that happen as well?
No, most of the time, every once in a while, I might get a little kink in there. That's why time frame is a little bit in there, but that's very rare.
And it's not like it's. Oh wait, where is it? It's weird because it's in like a spot where
Right.
it just like droops down anyways. It doesn't seem like it would make a.
And then, but the ear will start doing some weird things.
Oh.
And then I always would tell clients. I used to say that ear will never happen again, because it will form some scar tissue. But I've seen a few that maybe had another one in a different spot. But most of the time when I do this, there's probably, and I'm not trying to jinx you, but there's probably never a chance there will ever have a hematoma in that ear again.
Good. Oh
So-
my gosh.
You're doing the right thing.
Okay,
Trust me,
good.
you don't want to have to deal with the other thing.
I know.
God, I would drain it one night and the next day it would fill back up again. And I was draining thing, and that's how they used to do it in my clinic. They would just take a needle and a syringe and just drain it out, and then they would wrap his head. And then, like I said, it formed, his ear swelled up. It was just one big lob of scar tissue. There was no more hematoma, but it was just one big solid ball. And then it got all cauliflower inside and stuff. And
That makes me
I dealt with
sad.
ear infections with him, and it was just, thank God I worked at a vet. So
Yeah, lucky. This problem
All right.
child. All right. Well, thank you
Paisley
guys
will
so
be
much.
fine.
Thank
Don't you
Thank
worry.
you so much.
All right, we'll
Thank
take
you.
good care.
So I'm back, and I'm really sad. I hope everything works out. But thank God I made it home in time, so I'm not late for work. Yeah, I just hope it all works out. Oh my gosh, and one of the ladies said that an older lady is getting rid of her golden. It's a pure golden, and it's all white. He's 1 year old. Oh my gosh, I want him so bad. I'm wondering if I should text her. Is that weird? Like, hey, you getting rid of your dog? Can I have him? But is that too many dogs? Having 3? Oh, I'm obsessed with Goldens. I love them so much. They're just so loving. But yeah, I recorded our convo, so I'll try to share that with you. But I tried everything. I try to do my research before I go to the vet's office, so he said that he's just gonna have to test her ear to see if it was an ear infection that caused her ear hematoma. I don't even know what it's called. But yeah. Ooh. I am signing into work now. I wonder, I could probably do a video of me like just showing you what I do for a living, but it's kind of boring. Sorry about the mess in the background. I'm trying to go through both of my back rooms. I have to clean everything out, take it all out, and have it for family coming to stay with me for a little while. But yeah, I'm so stressed. Hope that surgery is okay. We're supposed to pick her up later on today, so they'll call me once everything's all set and we can go get her. But she's gonna have tubes in her ear. We have to try to keep her from irritating or like itching or getting into that ear. So she's gonna have to have tubes in there for like 7 days, and then the 7-day mark, they can take them out, and then the 14-day mark, which is almost, I think it's Christmas Eve, they're gonna take out her stitches in her ear, but I don't know if they'll be open on Christmas Eve. I don't know. I just feel so bad for that poor dog. I feel like animals can sense when there's other animal lovers. Paisley adores her. She goes nuts. I love it so much. But yeah, I wonder if I should get an energy drink or coffee before work. Really don't feel like working, but I have to pay my dog's medical bills that are so expensive. And the surgery that we got done for Paisley was a few months ago, and it was, I think that was $800 or $900. I can't remember, but that was expensive. And now her ear, $500. Poor Aria. Hi, baby Aria. But I was, should I get an energy drink or, yeah, I'll get energy. But I don't know when I'm gonna post this. I don't know if I should do Vlogmas, because I did record a video of me like driving around and talking about going to do the surgery, so I don't know if that's gonna make sense if I post it after or before this. I can't get that video edited because I tried to record myself on in my car the same way when I was just running errands the other day, and I went to go upload it on iMovie and it cut everything off. I think I already said this, but I cut everything off. All you see is my mouth talking, and I'm like, that's real interesting. Not that any of my videos are interesting, but just like a little diary. These things I love. Celsius, but I like the carbonated. They're really yummy. I'm just so overwhelmed. I don't know when they close. I think they close at 5. But we'll get them around then. But I just pray everything will work out. That poor dog. She has to be put under again. But I will update you guys later. Bye.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business.